It's day 2 of the historic G20 Summit, and as you can see, the live visuals from Rajghat, where the foreign delegates are arriving at the Rajghat to pay homage to Mahatma Gandhi. Now, these are the live visuals from Rajghat, where you can see Prime Minister Narendra Modi greeting the foreign delegates. Now, for more on this, let me go across to my colleague Tejshri, who is joining us live. Tejshri, right now we are seeing the live visuals where the foreign delegates are being greeted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Rajghat, and officially the day 2 of the G20 summit has begun. Give us more details related to what all is scheduled for today. Over to you.
Well, yes, today is the second day of the mega event of 18th G20 Summit that India is hosting, and today the day is starting with the delegates, the head of the states reaching to Rajghat and pictures coming in. As you mentioned, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi welcoming them, acknowledging them, and then they are heading towards Rajghat, number one. Number two, then they'll be also paying tributes to Mahatma Gandhi. Number three, traditional performances are also lined up there on these songs that are related to Mahatma Gandhi, and then from there they will be heading towards Bharat Mandapam. What we are being also told is that at most probably at Bharat Mandapam, tree plantation drive will also take place, because remember that the theme of 18th G20 Summit that India is hosting is One Earth, One Future, and under the umbrella of Vasudev Kutumbakam, in fact one family also. And yesterday on day one, which was the day one of the G20 Summit, the theme was One Earth, and today the theme is One Future, and that is why on all these things the focus will be on all these things. Remember that a short while back from now, UK Prime Minister Mr. Rishi Sunak along with his wife Akshata Murthy had also made a visit to Akshardham temple, and in fact he was there along with his wife here at this temple for around 45 minutes, and then he left this temple around 7:45. He reached at 7, left at 7:45, and then headed straight towards Rajghat, where all the delegates have reached, and Prime Minister Modi is welcoming all the delegates as he welcomed head of the state yesterday at the Bharat Mandapam, which we saw in yesterday. In fact, it was a very big and historical day for India, because remember that the New Delhi the consensus was reached on the New Delhi Declaration. Prime Minister had himself announced that it is a moment of pride for all of us, and it is because of all the it is just possible because of all the work that the team did. In fact, he also appreciated the Sherpas also, because reaching to the consensus was not a very easy thing. We have seen that it took more than 100 hours, as the Amitabh Kant, who is the Sherpa for G20, is concerned, and that is why in fact it was a big significant movement. In fact, we had seen that how bilateral talks also took place yesterday between India and other countries, and in fact today also big bilateral talks are lined up. Now we'll have to see that how these bilateral talks unfolds and what comes at the end of the day. Back to you.
Right, Tejshri. Well, thanks a lot for giving us a clear-cut description on what is happening at the Rajghat currently. And would also like to know from you that, as we know that today the theme is One Future, what all is planned around this? How will the entire bilateral meetings will go on? Please give us an insight on the bilateral meetings. Over to you.
Well, yes, today important bilateral meetings are lined up. Yesterday we had seen on the day one that bilateral meetings took place between, say it be Joe Biden or Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rishi Sunak, or Prime Minister Modi, or other head of the states along with PM Modi himself. And then it was followed by a grand presidential dinner as well, which was hosted by Honorable President of India, Mrs. Draupadi Murmu. And then today is the second day, and this focuses on One Future, and that is why this is the main theme of G20, 18th summit of G20 that India is hosting. In fact, that is the theme. Vasudev Kutumbakam, entire world is one family, one earth, and one future, and that is what today's G20 second day is based on. That is One Future, and today also big back-to-back bilateral meetings are lined up. Remember that there are big agendas of these all meetings, focusing first, yes, of course, on economy, because G20 is all about economical growth, economy, finance, and that is why these all things will be focused primarily will be on economy. But yes, sustainability, environment, how we can grow as far as the development is concerned, how infrastructure can be developed, how education could be improved. All these aspects are also being discussed. But yes, what the big crack away in these meetings, and in fact in the G20 summit that India is hosting, is one and only the consensus that was reached on the New Delhi declaration. And in fact an official announcement is also probably will be made today. And in fact yesterday one more country was added to G20, and in fact now this G20, the group of 19 countries, one European Union, will be now group of 20 countries plus European Union. And that official we can say that on paper announcement might be also made today, which will also called which now will be called as G21. Back to you.